Welcome to my story time by mybooksummary.com. Get ready for quick wisdom of countless stories and explore. Hoot by Carl Hiaasen is an engaging and entertaining young adult novel that blends adventure, environmental activism, and a sense of justice, all wrapped up in a quirky, fast-paced storyline. The novel takes readers on a journey through the swamps of Florida, where the main character, Roy Eberhardt, faces challenges that ultimately lead him to stand up for something bigger than himself. The book is filled with humorous moments, vivid descriptions, and a message of standing up for what's right, making it a compelling read for readers of all ages. Introduction: A new beginning for Roy Eberhardt. The story begins with Roy Eberhardt, a 12-year-old boy who recently moved from Montana to the humid and unfamiliar town of Coconut Cove, Florida. Roy feels like an outsider in his new home, where he struggles with fitting in and adjusting to his new environment. Roy's family relocated due to his father's job, and he's not thrilled with the idea of living in a place that feels so foreign to him. His frustrations are compounded by the bullying he faces at his new school, where a group of kids, led by the mean-spirited Dana Matherson, regularly pick on him. One day, while waiting for the school bus, Roy notices a strange sight: a barefoot boy running away from the bus stop and disappearing into the nearby woods. Intrigued and a little confused, Roy begins to wonder about the mysterious boy and what his story might be. This chance encounter marks the beginning of an adventure that will change Roy's life and lead him to uncover a local mystery. The mysterious boy, a clue to the problem. The boy Roy sees running away from the bus stop is revealed to be named Mullet Fingers, and he becomes a key character in Roy's journey. Mullet Fingers is a loner, an eccentric kid who spends most of his time in the wilderness. He is also deeply involved in a mission to protect a group of endangered burrowing owls that live near a construction site. The owls are at risk of being displaced by the development of a new pancake house, and Mullet Fingers is determined to save them, even if it means breaking a few rules. Roy's curiosity about Mullet Fingers grows, and he soon finds himself caught up in the boy's mission to stop the construction site from disturbing the owl's habitat. Roy learns that the owls are not the only victims in this situation. The development of the pancake house is a corporate-driven project that shows no regard for the environmental impact or the creatures living in the area. Mullet Fingers has been trying to sabotage the project by causing trouble at the construction site, including releasing snakes and creating other disturbances. He is trying to draw attention to the plight of the owls and prevent the construction from going forward. The cause: protecting the burrowing owls. As Roy becomes more involved with Mullet Fingers, he learns about the deeper motivations behind his actions. Mullet Fingers, who has a complicated family life, feels a strong sense of responsibility to protect the environment and the animals around him. He teaches Roy about the importance of standing up for what's right, even when it seems like the odds are against you. Roy begins to realize that this fight isn't just about the owls. It's about doing what's ethical and speaking out against the injustices of the world. Roy's involvement in the cause grows as he helps Mullet Fingers with his efforts to disrupt the construction. He faces many obstacles along the way, including the antagonistic construction workers, the local authorities, and even his own classmates who are either unaware of or uninterested in the plight of the owls. But Roy's growing sense of justice and friendship with Mullet Fingers pushes him to keep fighting for the owls and their habitat. The development of Roy's character. Throughout the novel, Roy undergoes a significant transformation. At the start of the story, he is a shy, timid boy who feels out of place in his new town. He is passive and reluctant to stand up for himself, often letting the bullying by Dana Matherson go unchallenged. However, as Roy becomes more deeply involved in the mission to save the burrowing owls, he starts to develop a sense of courage and self-confidence. He realizes that standing up for others and fighting for a cause is more important than being popular or avoiding conflict. Roy's relationship with his family also evolves throughout the story. His parents, particularly his mother, are supportive of his efforts to do the right thing, and Roy grows to appreciate their guidance. He also learns to see the value in speaking up and taking action, rather than remaining passive in the face of injustice. His transformation from a quiet, unsure boy into someone who is willing to take risks and challenge authority, is one of the central arcs of the novel. The conflict, confronting authority and corporate greed. As Roy and Mullet Fingers continue their efforts to stop the construction of the pancake house, they face increasing resistance from those in power. The construction company, led by the arrogant and dismissive Mr. Hines, is determined to push through with the project, regardless of the environmental damage it may cause. The local police and school administrators are less interested in the welfare of the owls and more concerned with maintaining order and preventing disruption. Roy's journey is one of confronting authority figures and challenging the status quo. He learns that sometimes doing the right thing means going against the expectations of others, even when it's difficult. This theme of standing up to corporate greed and environmental exploitation is central to the novel, and it resonates with readers of all ages who care about social justice and environmental conservation. The resolution, a victory for the owls. After much effort and perseverance, Roy and Mullet Fingers finally managed to bring attention to the plight of the burrowing owls and halt the construction of the pancake house. They expose the unethical practices of the construction company and raise awareness about the importance of protecting the owls' habitat. The victory is not just a triumph for the owls, but for Roy, who has found his voice and learned to stand up for what is right. In the end, Roy also manages to confront his bully, Dana Matherson, and stand up for himself. He no longer allows Dana to push him around, and this marks another significant moment in Roy's personal growth. The novel ends on a hopeful note, with the owls safe, Roy confident in his actions, and the understanding that even a small group of individuals can make a big difference when they stand together for a cause. Conclusion: The Power of Friendship and Justice. Hoot by Carl Hiaasen is an entertaining and thought-provoking novel that tackles important issues such as environmental conservation, friendship, and standing up for what's right. Through Roy's journey, readers learn the value of perseverance, courage, and the importance of protecting the environment. The characters, especially Roy and Mullet Fingers, are relatable and well-developed, and their adventures are filled with humor, excitement, and heart. The novel's message is clear. One person can make a difference, and standing up for the environment and justice is a cause worth fighting for. Hoot is a timeless reminder of the power of friendship, the importance of doing the right thing, and the impact that small acts of resistance can have on the world. Whether you're a young reader or an adult, Hoot is a story that will resonate with anyone who believes in standing up for what's right. Stay tuned for more enlightening content. Head over to www.mybooksummary.com. Don't forget to subscribe and share the magic with friends. And let's grow together through the power of books and interesting stories.